Secret societies control the world. The globe is dominated by a few wealthy group of people, something you would already know if you truly belong to the global elite. Many of the rest of us peons have heard that in 2004, both contenders for the White House were members of Yale University's exclusive Skull and Bones organization, where many members have attained positions of influence. Skull and Bones, however, pales in comparison to the enigmatic cabals that control practically every position of authority, from the halls of power to the boardrooms of Wall Street. Consider the Illuminati, a cult that is thought to have started in 18th century Germany and is responsible for the pyramid and eye emblem found on the $1 bill. They want to start conflicts in order to make the case for establishing a global government, which would, of course, be satanic in nature. Or think of the Freemasons, who describe their organization as the biggest and oldest fraternity in the world, and boast former members like George Washington. Some people believe that despite their enormous charitable contributions, they are covertly scheming your downfall in Masonic temples all across the world. Some speculate that the men in charge may not even be hiding in shadows. They may be members of the Council on Foreign Relations Intelligentsia, a group of policy experts who are said to have as their goals the creation of a united global government and the publication of an arcane bi-monthly magazine, but not necessarily in that order. Lizard people run America. Some 12 meters Americans either believe or aren't sure if interstellar lizards run the U.S., a sizable number albeit less than the 66 meters who believe aliens landed at Roswell, New Mexico. David Icke, author of The Big Secret, says leaders, including George Bush and Bill Clinton, are extraterrestrials, and that lizard people run secret societies such as the Freemasons and the Illuminati. Lizard people were even added to the 2008 Minnesota midterm ballot, which raised a few eyebrows, not among lizard people, of course, as reptiles lack eyebrows. Coronavirus microchips. The pandemic is a breeding ground for conspiracies. Among the more bizarre COVID-19 claims is that Microsoft founder Bill Gates used a vaccination campaign to implant microchips that track people with a digital ID. Obviously, there's no evidence to support the rumor. Gates' foundation committed $1.75 billion in COVID aid, and he said he was shocked to be at the center of millions of evil online posts and conspiracy theories. I hope it goes away. QAnon's intelligence insider. Has a satanic cabal invaded the U.S. government? QAnon's digital soldiers morphed into a riotous U.S. Capitol mob in January 2021, many of them followers of the online QAnon conspiracy. Q, the cult's leader, claims to be a government insider with details of a secretive group of cannibalistic pedophiles in a plot that mirrors aspects of the Pizzagate conspiracy. Marilyn Monroe's death. Was Marilyn Monroe murdered in 1962? While authorities found she likely committed suicide with an overdose of sleeping pills, some believe Monroe was murdered because of her ties to the Kennedy clan. Others claim she was killed before she could reveal top-secret intelligence about UFOs. Yet another theory blames the CIA for staging her suicide because Monroe was about to expose their attempts to kill Cuban leader Fidel Castro. Monroe's diary went missing from the coroner's office, fueling the fire. CIA conspiracies. The agency has been the target of many debunked theories involving the spread of HIV/AIDS, 9/11, and the crack cocaine epidemic. Even the Jonestown massacre was blamed on a CIA mind control experiment. One of the most persistent theories questions whether the CIA was involved in the 1963 murder of former President John F. Kennedy in retaliation for the failed Cuban Bay of Pigs invasion. While that idea is unsupported by evidence, there are lingering questions about whether the CIA withheld intelligence and whether there was more than one shooter. The Illuminati are plotting world domination. Do the Illuminati plan to rule the world? The secret society supposedly includes celebrities Jay-Z and Beyonce, U.S. President Joe Biden, and Britain's Queen Elizabeth. There's no point in denying involvement because that's exactly what the Illuminati would do. The group did actually exist in the late 1700s, so who's to say the Illuminati hasn't been revived? Just don't blame Jay-Z. Celebrity conspiracies. Celebrities are often at the center of conspiracy theories, as Paul McCartney well knows. But many stars also spread their own theories. Zodiac's Mark Ruffalo and many others doubt the official 9/11 version of events. Rapper MIA thinks the CIA developed Google and that governments control what information search engines deliver. Empire star Terrence Howard is convinced that 1x1 equals 2. Rapper Bo Peep believes the Earth is flat, and Kylie Jenner worries about chemtrails. Malala Yousafzai's shooting. You don't get to be a 23-year-old Nobel Peace Prize winner, Oxford graduate, head of an education charity, and occasional Vogue model without attracting a few conspiracy theories. In some circles, Malala Yousafzai is a suspected Western spy. In others, she is the victim of a CIA plot to discredit the Taliban. Her shooting, the theory goes, was a U.S. orchestrated mission carried out by Hollywood actor Robert De Niro disguised as an Uzbek homeopath. One giant lie for mankind. Space is a fertile area for conspiracies, and one of the most persistent myths involves the moon. A 2019 poll revealed that 1 in 10 Americans believe the 1969 moon landing was faked. There is third-party evidence of the landings, but not everyone is convinced. The Flat Earth Society has suggested that Walt Disney Studios and director Stanley Kubrick staged the 1969 landing using a script written by Arthur C. Clarke. Princess Diana's death. Was the death of Princess Diana really caused by an accidental car crash in Paris? Diana mentioned a big surprise weeks earlier, leading some to speculate that her death was orchestrated by agents of the British state who feared Diana was pregnant or about to get engaged. Others, including, it would appear, Diana, feared she would be harmed to clear the way for Prince Charles to remarry. The paparazzi were initially blamed for chasing her car, but cleared of any criminal conspiracy. Driver Henry Paul was found to be responsible, but some questioned whether he was paid by the French and British Secret Services. PM Harold Wilson KGB. Fans of Netflix's The Crown will be familiar with former British Prime Minister Harold Wilson, a favorite of Queen Elizabeth. In real life, he was rumored to be a KGB spy while serving for 8 years during the Cold War. MI5 investigated and found the story to be false. Wilson was also supposedly the victim of treasonous plots by right-leaning MI5 spies and the British military in the Clockwork Orange plot. The Labour PM was among those convinced he was the target of plans to stage a military coup, and that the royal family backed it. False flags and Operation Northwoods. For decades, covert false flag operations have been designed to pin the blame on someone not necessarily involved. The U.S. Maine bombing is still the subject of lively speculation. The rise of ISIS fed rumors that the group was created by the U.S., CIA, Mossad, or Hillary Clinton. One of the Pentagon's most audacious false flag operations, never carried out, was Operation Northwood. The plan was for the CIA to commit acts of terrorism against U.S. military and civilian targets in 1962, which would lead to theories that Cuba was behind the attacks, justifying a war that would topple Fidel Castro. JFK nixed the plan, however. Denver Airport, home of the New World Order. Denver's airport might look like, well, an airport, but supposedly it is built atop secret bunkers housing billionaires, lizard people, and possibly aliens. The airport's public art collection and gargoyle sculptures apparently hold clues to its sinister controlling influence, possibly the Illuminati, Freemasons, New World Order, or Nazis. Check out the airport's conspiracy theories gallery next time you're flying through or tunneling below. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and hit bell icon as well for timely updates and instant video notifications. Thanks for watching.